Okay, so now we're ready to talk about subject-verb agreement. Our goal here is that you'll be able to write present tense verbs that agree in subject and number. Number refers to singular or plural. How many of a subject do you have? So let's look at some sentences. The dog plays in the snow. Here we have the subject dog. That's a singular subject. When you have a singular subject, you must add s or es to the verb. So in this case, the dog plays. We add an s to the verb play. The dog plays in the snow. What happens if we make the subject plural? The dogs. Now we have more than one dog. The dogs blank in the snow. Can we say the dogs play in the snow, or do we have to add an s like we did in the last one and say the dogs plays in the snow? Sometimes it helps just to say them out loud. In this case, because we have a plural subject, we don't have to do anything to the verb. We don't have to add s or es. So, the dogs play in the snow. Here's Fergie. Fergie's a dog. She is one dog, so she is a singular subject. Fergie eats treats. Fergie chases squirrels. And Fergie snuggles with her brother. And speaking of Fergie's brother, there he is down in the corner there. That's Bam Bam. So now we have two dogs. Dogs, plural subject. Before we said Fergie eats, now we need to say dogs eat. We have a plural subject, so we do not do anything to the verb. No s or es to the verb. Before we said Fergie chases squirrels. Now we're going to say dogs chase squirrels. And before we said Fergie snuggles with her brother. So now that we have our plural subject, we're going to say dogs snuggle. What happens when you have a compound subject? Remember, a compound subject names two or more people, places, or things that are your subject. So Fergie and Bam Bam are our compound subject. Okay, we're going to treat this just like a plural subject because after all, it is. We're referring to more than one dog. So we have a plural, in this case compound, subject. So we are not going to do anything to the verb. We do not need to add s or es. So Fergie and Bam Bam eat treats. Fergie and Bam Bam chase squirrels. Fergie and Bam Bam snuggle on the couch. Let's review one more time. There are three rules that you need to know. If the subject is singular, you add s or es to the verb. In the case of Bam Bam barks, Bam Bam is our subject. It's a singular subject, so our verb, bark, needs to have an s or es on the end. Rule number 2. If you have a plural subject, you don't add s or es. In this case, our plural subject is dogs. Dogs bark. You can see we didn't have to do anything to bark. And the last one, our compound subject example. Fergie and Bam Bam is our compound subject. We treat that the same as a regular plural noun, so we do not have to do anything to the verb. It does not get an s or es added to the verb. So now that you know your three rules of subject-verb agreement, see if you can try these examples on your own. Good luck. How do we start over?